It's an unarmored Zywoo with 2 automatic rifles against him.
The positions, I think, are actually quite good for the retake, but we've got Zwei moving out of pool now, so...
Rops' MP9 could have found him on site. Instead, it's the coffin peek on his terms, but still popped. Zwei's dead. Belchenok all the way back site. It's a 10-second defuse needed, and Belchenok's just going to burn that time down. Done for as he survives both those duels. And that'll be Paravision to convert their pistol, but with a hell of a cost. Yeah. 4 players down at the end of that round. We
have like a Peaky Blinders reference for Mezzy.
Oh, that'd be fair. Not yet, no. Let me finish season 5. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, there's got to be something in there already.
I decree you the merry man.
And another Mag 7 buy here for Apex.
Watching Peaky Blinders just makes me want to start smoking cigarettes. Blonders won't let me.
No.
So I eat them instead.
Ooh, that's a good name. Oh, that's some extra damage.
What can have eaten it? Jump over top. Shoddy damage connected. Apex clipped on his jump back around the corner, but that's fine. Shotgun just changes hands.
It's going to be fun to see someone else give it a go. They know it's still here. And no one's coming to save you, Flamesy.
You know how to use this thing? Doesn't get the chance. It's just a little too far for Zywoo to grab.
Gives him a chance for something weird to happen.
Hail Mary 5-7 spam does not connect.
One dink.
99. As he's staring at that radar, waiting for a chance to catch them off. Smoke fades, looking around. He's been spotted, and James going to catch the headshot. So this is the round that Paravision really needed. Stabilize the economy, survive with 4. Assuming that bomb doesn't reach Belchenok in Timbuktu.
It makes up a bit for last round. Nice refresh utility and just one
start
more
running,
AK.
Belchenok. Bomb's a dangerous thing on Inferno. Think he's dead?
My goodness.
1 health.
Surely not.
Okay. Just gets out of there. But yes, much needed. 4 players survive. Creates a little economic cushion here for Paravision. We've seen Paravision break into halves so far this evening versus Vitality, but this is just them starting the half on the right foot.
I did take him to overtime in the last map they played, but it only feeds into the Vitality stat that they haven't lost in overtime in months.
Which is a real damning counter statistic for a team like Paravision that also closed so many of their OTs.
True.
But it's like, yeah, but Vitality don't.
They're the best at everything.
Don't ever
even if you're...
Not this year, anyways.
So what do they do to make Vitality feel uncomfortable? Got to start with a molly here. Oh, and this timing looks good.
Into the corner, Zywoo's lost support. It's just him and Rops. Ooh, Zywoo with a second.
Oh.
That collateral that could have been, but instead it's Noto to take down the bomb site and a fast flurry from Paravision.
What a crazy timing that they low telegraph, pop out of halls, and Sway gets caught off guard. There is a chance for the retake.
They've got the bomb site pinched.
And Apex was actually turned around for a second.
Fire bombs exchange.
Oh, he's in front of that. He sees this.
Yeah, Flamesy gets over top of it, but it is Nota to get himself a second and third in the round in the middle of the last two retake players, keeping Vitality on 0 round wins.
0 round wins, and last round they had 4 alive. All the other rounds, Vitality have done a lot of damage, but bomb plants help stabilize the money. So wild timing on the pop. Vitality were a couple seconds away for just like gearing up for something like this, and you gotta love that Paravision can find it. Right now, you're not seeing them take too much time to make decisions. That's a nice pick off here for Jame.
This is actually just Paravision really improving on the Inferno T side that they last threw up against Vitality in Cluj. Those nades though, holy hell. Oh my god. Suddenly, this round, that much more doable for a Vitality that were sitting in a 4 versus 5. They're still in that 4v5, but 2 of these players that much more susceptible to the 5-7s. Apex trying to intimidate them towards the B site.
Vitality aren't willing to stack, though. Playing this sort of like it's a rifle round. Okay, now it's starting to come over. Finally, they don't see anything towards A. They're totally right about this.
Boy.
4 spotted.
Yep. That's the low HP Nota dead. They'll still chew through banana control.
Rotations are already here. And an HE. Yellow, be careful.
2 HEs for Vitality. Gotta time them to perfection.
Seems like they might be able to.
Cielo and Zwei could both die, and it's a FAMAS in the back of the site. That nade chunks Bolchanok down to half HP as well. Desert Eagle trying to set up a distraction. Zywoo's gonna find a back turn to him. Pulls the trigger, swings! Catches the bomb plant attempt. 15 to the clock. Third kill, Zywoo. Just buys time in the back of the site, and those frag grenades soften everybody up enough for Vitality's first round win to be a robbery that they're not supposed to win in the end.
Yeah, at least Jame keeps the up, surely. Yeah. And he'll get away with this, but this is a lot of things going right for Vitality, but a little bit too stubborn and too quiet of a map here, as they just said, we'll wait everything out and then go B. Vitality the entire time are just thinking, like, that's exactly what they're going to try. And I think when you kill 2 players at the top of Banana, you're not expecting 2 more in the stack in the site. But they needed to clear things out, and you could see they were just lingering, moseying into the back of the site. Could have just cleared Zywoo out and actually got that bomb down. That's a gift. So when you're on a streak of rounds like this, you hope it's a full rifle that gets them the victory, but this helps Vitality win a round while they're saving a bit.
Yeah. Kickstart for the CT side, potentially. Whatever that call was, it had a little gas behind it, Launders.
Yeah. And, ooh, what?
Really?
Wait, Belchnock. Whoa, he does get an AK?
Okay.
So this is like almost a half save. They just have the op. They have a couple of investments. It's all that damage that Vitality did on those previous rounds is adding up to, again, a really mixed up buy. All the HEs that Apex is talking about in the pause.
Just gonna bombard the off. There's 2 frags, more to come.
Man, Noda's just been eating them.
Apex still hanging on to another frag as well.
Again, it feels like the game is sort of like assume it's B until like otherwise, until absolutely sure it's not. Wow, literally just a Glock for Zello. I mean, Belchnok could have dropped them a Tech 9, surely. That's got to swing the round odds like at least 10%, right? You get one, like, for a Tech 9 on Zello.
Basically 4v5 without it.
Yeah. Time's bleeding down, and they're trying to posture up like they've got this big round, but they can't actually do that much on map control. They at least keep the entertainment of 3 players on the A site.
They'll give this B site the old Hail Mary, and they are just walking through that smoke, and good timing. Flamesy, better be careful. They emerge, he eats the flashbang, and it's Mezzy in dark to just buy time. Flamesy draws attention, but it's a one and done.
Time.
6 seconds. Oh,
you missed that. Wait, they got a plant. Okay,
That's
they
critical.
do.
That is critical cover out of Jame.
And Zella gets the upgrade. He doesn't have armor.
That could be a tough one for him to have to stomach. Nota onto the op, low HP. Frag grenade chucked out, doesn't go deep where it could have been lethal on this stack in the back of the site. Nota plays the angle a little wider than Apex's expectations, and Paravision break down the B bomb site and keep Vitality on a single round win.
It's Jame jumping up to second oranges with his op and then getting the kill. That makes the huge difference.
Ooh, pressure right back on Vitality's CT half now.
And they actually did quite well to with their low utility and everything of just faking brackets while they went back to B. Slow the rotations down a touch. There was only one person inside the site.
And the bonus there for Paravision with the money that they had saved, because it was almost enough to have bought more. Cash is fantastic right now off that round win.
Yeah. Having their cake and eating it too.
It's like $15,000 surplus for Paravision after they've bought all their utility this round. Vitality at least able to purchase themselves with no real limitations, but it's all on the line again here in round 7 for the defense. Starting to get into wash territory if Vitality aren't careful.
A little bit of a new look here from Vitality. They've got a Cubby player hoping for something towards Arch. That's kind of perfect for Mezzy's position. Obviously, could totally be a fake. I mean, actually, Mezzy's got to start working around back to Rops.
Apex gets shut down. Rops is burning. Eesh, down to 12 HP. Nades inbound. That'll finish him off. And Mezzy from inside of the bomb site now is going to strike with the element of surprise. Single kills all he's got.
Wow. I mean, I feel like he got back into the site in time, but that, again, it was a little bit of a fake. Made it feel like a B split was possible. They weren't even working on Banana. But Apex dies right away. They only have Rops to defend from the A site itself, and it is a full-on lane take that's successful for Paravision. Really showing off. They got to be proud of themselves for what they put together in this half already, and yeah, I got, they got a bit outdone on by individuals, I think, at the end of Mirage. They still had a strong map back then, so this team never fails to impress. You want Robson, yeah? Yep. Yep.
Little tech issue real quick.
You don't know that?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. speak Russian, didn't you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Rush B.
Tech. Vitality.
He's got a lot of rings on his mouse hand.
Doing it. I always find that insane. Players that have bracelets on or rings on or any of the like.
Yeah, I mean, Stewie won Boston with long sleeves that were loose. And I just couldn't imagine trying that.
I can't even play with sleeves on, personally.
Yeah, I'm fully naked.
Well,
usually.
That's a bit too breezy.
That's how you move the fastest.
Okay. Well, that's why Pimp shaves his legs. Or waxes them? I don't want to know. Guns back out for Vitality, shooting for a second round on the CT side of Inferno. Not somewhere they thought they'd be 8 rounds into the half. Yet, alas, here we are. Just can't really get a feel on this Paravision at the moment. Vitality, it seems. Try to take that duel off the flash. Bit of chip damage for Jamin Zwait to have to stomach, but they've dealt with worse already on this T side.
Doing quite well to take some damage, but never really give up that first kill too quickly.
Flash is ahead of the commitment there for Paravision. ZywOo's going to tiptoe into the attack and cut Zway down to size. So looking like one of the better starts for Vitality. Ooh. Yeah, ZywOo going to capitalize with a second. And then Robs will find his usual one, fall back into the pit, and leave James to just walk away for the save.
We're kind of at that point of the game where we're expecting Vitality to have a clean round, right?
Yeah, surely.
Nice shots for ZywOo, for sure. Feels like in the early round, it's not like Vitality are too timid, but as the round rolls on to the minute mark, usually Paravision are finding the site with only 2 players, and that's been a good formula for them. But also, we look back in this half, and there is the round towards B where James jumps second or and just gets that op shot. That was a round done if Mezzi hits that shot. Been a very good map for Paravision, but not feeling like a total shutdown just yet.
It's like they're always going to find legs to stand on, but what's it going to be in the big picture? Because we saw Paravision have control of the first map and still lose it. Flamesy round the corner. He's been getting closer and closer to this commitment. This time really rounds that edge, and the follow-up frag grenade is good.
Notice just standing in it every round.
And yet still 11-4. He'll lose yellow in front of him. No ZywOo revealing himself. Man advantage once more for Vitality, but Paravision still remain nearby. ZywOo looks like he wants a little more of this.
Want to get one more shot off before switching out to the AK, or just stealing that away?
Playing very dangerous games as he juggles these guns.
Love it.
Double up for Apex and Mezzi on the arch side. Belchanok's walking up. Oh, Mezzi runs away.
A bit of a bait, yeah, with the cubby play. Belchanok wants to find this, and Paravision are looking for a lead.
Nicely done, Vitality. Hook, line, and sinker. Just saw the legs of the second. Apex still gets dropped, but it's a ton of damage for James to have to stomach.
Yeah,
2 guys left, 20 or less. Yeah, they're not going to walk into that bomb site. So Apex, the old rope-a-dope off Mezzi's fallback.
Oh. Notice making a lot of noise while James up here in Palace. Maybe he just sees if he can find one big mistake, but doesn't feel like that's coming.
Surely not, James.
No, this would be the craziest of them all.
Surely not.
We've got Robson Pit.
Yeah.
He ain't leaving.
Down. Round 9 secured by Vitality. Still only half of the rounds of Paravision at 3-6. But starting to string them together for once. wild to me that Nota's the only guy that survives, considering how many freaking frag grenades he's
I know, he's taking so much utility damage.
And it's like sometimes you see all that util damage and you just kind of excuse a 5 and 15 half. You're like, well, 5 and 12 half. You're like,
CSGO.
But he's surviving and still thriving beyond that. So good on Nota. It's not easy to stomach some of the pressure he's been put on by the utility.
Yeah, it's not always your fault too on Banana. It's just like,
oh, it's nature.
I just mean the nades are finding him, but like you're gambling on whether or not someone's standing on Bell or standing on logs or by the half wall. And there is obviously some element of understanding where teams are going to nade and avoiding them. But at the end of the day, they're throwing nades on good timings and hoping for the best.
Can't blame a garbage man for smelling a little off, you know? It's part of the job.
Yeah. Sanitation engineer, actually.
Excuse me. You're right. You're right. Oh, excuse me. Canceled.
Same goes for the Zaiwu pick.
Ooh, timing. Boosting over that. Yeah, lose decision. Unfortunately,
You did hit him, right? A little bit.
because we could have had the James versus Zaiwu op duel again, but we'll have to wait for the next sequence.
Yeah, we got to keep tabs on whether or not James catching up in the all-time head-to-head, because he was 3 away. Beat Rams, I believe, before the match started.
Yep.
Being tied, dead even 100-100 in CSGO, 37-34 in CS2.
And then back on Mirage by the end of the game, it was Zaiwu 4-3.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
by the end. I don't know if that's all op duels, but the 7 kills between the two players,
Fair
Zaiwu edged it out.
He's always got to win, that guy.
Really been trying to get this boost going all over the map, and this time it works. Find Apex out in the open at 25 seconds.
They want to take a B now. Ooh, but they're listening to Rops, and now the bomb's coming back. It's a bit of a fake.
Yep, he slipped underneath it. They've already fallen for one of these fakes. Rops is going to blindside the first apartment player. Threat still coming his way. Good on him to catch Belchinok like that. Opper a little late to the party. Missed chance for Zaiwu, but all good. Rops has got ya. And James just going to let the clock expire as Vitality are quietly climbing this scoreboard and putting this game back into question. 2 rounds away from tying at a 6-6 half.
That was a nice little bait. I mean, they were trying to get ahead of a fake, essentially.
Yeah, they're getting real sweaty with those kinds of audio cues, aren't they? But do what you have to pull out the win.
It's got to be Noda, though, every time, just a little bit.
Just a bit. Just not allowed to play a single round with 100 health.
Yeah.
How far around that wall's Flamesy going this time?
They do keep going in for a little peek, around, like, fully committed, just a shoulder sometimes, couple of bullets, and seeing a lot. Got the right grenades to interrupt.
Drops into the cover. Nade lands for good amounts of damage, especially that second.
And the fallback utility. They're curled up here at car, ready to go.
Get this lean from Vitality to try to get into position. Flashbang to interrupt it. Looks a little awkward, though.
Yeah.
This kind of back and forth move from Apex. He forgoes control of Coffins. Another nade lands for 39 damage on Zwei, who's just looking to get away with a bomb plant, not asking for too much. Flash over top. Zwei fully blind.
Still not planning yet. I want to get that down soon.
Last frag is on Rops, which means the other side of the map to try to test this.
Oh, what a shot!
Clean wall bang out of ZywOo. Apex presses through it. Then we get that dark trade coming through. Another couple players back here on the depths of Church. Sway's got the kill. ZywOo gets one back.
What?
And now Sway, who is low health this entire time and busy with that plant, is just looking to gun down Rops. At least the op can cut down the health advantage, but he gets into the little pit.
Yeah, surely he's got this, man.
If he misses the op shot, Rops is in a world of hurt. No, he just runs him down, guns him down.
Oh, we need to see that ZywOo shot.
And pulls out the 1v1 clutch. So Vitality with a 5th, still trying to tie up this half.
He was holding kind of emo side flick directly up, I think after a foot showed up at the top of his scope. And that kill. Yeah.
Nice!
I don't know if he did fall back to pre-aim it, but it looked like the peak came out and he reacted.
Another hard-fought recovery going down in this second map of the series as well. That's 4 rounds in a row. What was once the 6-1.
This is the site actually taken with a kill as well.
Faster tempo out of Paravision, just looking to get this T side done with. They've done the heavy lifting. They'll look for one more. Mezzi's gonna clip Belchinok with the smoke spam wall bang headshot. Zello's Mac 10, good for just the one. Trade's effective coming through from this arch side. It's a health advantage for Paravision to just try to close things out, but the bomb is planted out towards that far wall, and Mezzi blindsides James. Now Sway's gonna have to go back looking for another clutch.
I don't know if he can actually get into
back.
this.
No,
Yeah.
he's gonna have to go through the flames and wide, but that's not allowed. Mezzi pieces together a quad kill as Paravision's fast tempo in the final round of their attack looked to catch Vitality off guard. What a recovery from the world's #1.
Gamers, listen up.
Listen up.
No, I say.
I say
Bro, just say the next bit. There's been a lot of bad communication
a
recently.
lot.
People are telling you that you need to learn lineups.
That is bullshit. That is loser talk.
You're too close. Dude, hold this.
Like this, yeah?
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
Which is why we've used science.
Science, bitch.
If you're not gonna take this seriously,
I am taking it seriously.
then stop.
Peter, I'm trying. We use science to give you everything you need to win.
Power formula! Made by gamers. Made by gamers.
For gamers.
I drink it every morning so I can play like a pro. You gotta turn it. You gotta, no, rotation. You can drink it whenever you like. Just show them, show them.
Power!
Yeah.
Good.
All right, listen up.
Power formula!
Think less, win more.
Ready?
Yeah. Think less, win more.
Must be an uneasy feeling creeping into the back of the Paravision minds. A rock-solid start to the T side of their opponent's map pick, and then 5 rounds straight by Vitality to recover that half. Now, the job's not done, and it's a T side ahead of Vitality, but surely the momentum has shifted.
Definitely a grind from both teams back into the first half of each map. Impressive from both teams to do it.
Full belt of utility here for Apex. No kit in the pistol for Paravision, but they'll go for the quadruple banana stack. Really hoping things come B. There's also a world where they just pounce on Apex out of nowhere, but for now, they're going to try to remain hidden.
As he's going to try to find out as much as he can safely. And, oh, there's the little walk up.
They want to get out.
I think they have the info they're looking for. Oh, okay. Noda makes him pay a bit. It's so much utility as if they're playing the CT side right now. And here's the A take.
Beretta's good for 1. ZywOo's got that trade back. Nobody else to stop the bomb if Mezzi is fast enough. We'll see Paravision just try to flood out through the library. Isolated in the open. ZywOo just standing out here on half health.
Damn.
Him and Rops combining to put James down, and now Mezzi can just go for the bomb plant. ZywOo, what a shot. Just slips one between the eyes of Ziello. With that kill comes man advantage, so this would be Vitality looking for their 3rd pistol win.
Oh, he's not done.
And ZywOo now 3 kills to his name, looking confidently to just go gun down those players at his choosing. And what do you know? We've got Vitality in the lead.
Just the raw power of ZywOo right there on the pistol. The trade immediately up into Halls, and then 3 more beautiful kills to close this one down. Not wasting ammo.
No, let's go! Sick, baby! No, let's go!
Turn of the half, and Paravision again lose the lead, just like we saw in the last map. Pistols counting against them now.
It's turning into a very difficult series for Ziello. I think it's time to bring that up.
True, haven't been saying his name, eh?
Yeah, a .53 rating back on Mirage with a 9 and 19 map. And now he's down there 4 and 11 as well. And Belchinok struggling with him here on Inferno. That's from the top frag of Mirage to the bottom of the board, map to map. So, bit of lack in consistency here for some of the Paravision pieces. It's going to be a gut-wrenching feeling to think that this game has slipped from your hands, because it did back on Mirage. They were in the driver's seat, a real chance to win a map over top of Vitality.
Yeah, like it was 13-9, I think, but watching that go round by round, you really saw that it was the individuals on Vitality that saved the day in close moments. And we kind of saw that a bit in the comeback here on Inferno as well, where it's just like letting one too many trades go down, and Vitality just looking a little bit too composed in some moments. But here's another stack to give us a little foreshadowing as to how this half is going to go for the CT side. Paravision, and again, as Maui brought up, are going to be doing this a lot. And there really shouldn't be anything stopping you when you're at Vitality from testing these sites out, sending a MAC-10 in.
Easy does it. 5 alive. Build that cash nice and early. Mezzi also with a bunch of kills off the MAC-10, so that's cash in his pocket.
This really sets the stage for a clean close for Vitality if Paravision aren't careful.
But it is the advantage of a CT side Inferno.
Can you give me a code where I do this?
It's just scary to watch Vitality break back into a game. You know, that's one of the things that Paravision were probably glowing with back on Mirage. They broke back into that first half. They were able to wrestle Vitality off their back, but right now, could feel like it's slipping yet again. Frag grenade for ZywOo, good. Soften him up, make his job all that much harder. Noda finally not on the receiving end of grenades, not yet.
he's
But
gotta
if he
be
plays
careful.
around on Car, he's lucky to find that.
Oh, no, that's a mistake and a half.
Oh, and that is one of the best performing players Paravision have at the moment.
One of their good guns in a key moment has just a little bit of a lot of damage on Mezzi, but that's it. Couldn't even take the MAC-10 out.
Oh, that's
Not what
tough.
they needed at this point in the game. Not at all. No kits in play here. They're going to be so quick to save if anything more goes wrong. No one to hunt down inside of the brackets. Paravision will take it one step further, which I think it's called for.
James either got to get the troops ahead of the attack in the right spot.
It looks like he's got the right idea. Bomb's coming back towards the A site. They let him scout, and I think James running away made it feel like maybe they're going to go for a B hit or a B stack.
We talked about that scouting process, and they kind of skipped this, even with that kill towards
They
B.
got a kill, so yeah.
Right? Nobody else wants to take a look towards the B site, so you're walking into 3 defenders. Let's see if Paravision can just stave off this assault. Couple low health bars for
Careful with your
Vitality to
ammo.
have to deal with, and 15 seconds to spare. They have got to get it right here, right now. And sure enough, it's James from the corner with the mow down, stuck on the other side of the smoke, absolutely flat, but still a chance. It's low HP, hiding behind the sight box. Zywoo's time has expired, and Paravision hang on.
You believe that trade out of James, and he's the guy again. It made it look like he was going to leave for the B site, and all it was a few steps. There's a slow wrap around back into A. Apex walking that bomb back up mid like James knew it. So a 4v5 victory because they just stand their ground. One final timeout, and Destan will hit the flask.
Slip that out the jacket pocket.
His last time talk.
I deserve this. Having to deal with these stressful situations of the Vitality comeback.
Will, give me your smoke and flash liquid.
James been solid tonight, eh?
Yeah, he was super good back on Morocco. I mean, he did kind of like towards the end, there wasn't really more impact that kept coming out in the later rounds of the game, but like overall, Opera Rifle. Wow. Never see that. Should have been 3 players down by 1 damage. And this one's a little better.
There you go.
That's a little better.
A little heft on that one.
Look at this little B stack again. Ooh, they're not going to smoke this, though. Careful to let this in. And ooh, Zywoo?
Orange player is going to find a 5v3 secured. Apex taken down even lower by the utility. This is a desperate act now by Vitality. And of course, Belchinok down beneath is going to return the favor with a double kill, but off the reload, Rops comes to clear him. And this is a Rops 1v4 halfway there already and space to plant.
Yeah, they're pretty far away. Doesn't have to fake it, but doesn't know.
Opper not wasting any moments here. James actually...
My goodness, Zway is staying all the way back at the bottom of
hurry.
Banana because it's Rops in the clutch, I guess.
Yeah, James also backed up like a moment ago. He was a little further than this, but he goes for the passive angle, expecting Rops to try to use some of that time to
That's
cut
kinda
down
wild.
the 1v1.
He's going to walk right into this, isn't he?
Unless James shows weakness, but we know James and patience.
I think he's hoping they play it together, so they have to, you know, second guess whether or not he could walk it towards the A site, but...
Better hope James misses. And he does. Opens the door for Rops. Still looking for the duel versus the op. I mean, that's tough. But he knows the plant will be no easier.
Oh, he's made it feel like the... site
Incendiary
cross.
for Banana. Awkward jump back over. He's going to try to fake it. Oh, he gets James out into the open, but doesn't capitalize with the kills. Really trying to force Paravision's hand. They will tie this game up with 2 survivors as they take their sweet time and outplay Rops.
And also, Zywoo gets the entry for him.
Oh, right.
Little awkward.
Yeah.
Belchinok's second kill is excellent here, right to the top of oranges.
Yeah, that's the last thing Vitality really needed. A team kill in the middle of a 3-player stack site.
Yeah. So 2 rounds they go into the stack, and that's why Paravision keep going back to that. They believe in it. It works.
Quick pickup for James versus Pistols. Vitality gonna have to put the ego aside and accept defeat in round 17. Even if James misses one, still Riflers right behind him in CT spawn. If they decide to chase the offer, it'll be a rude awakening. Just the one so far, and Rops, he would have been heard by the player on site stepping into the flames. They've already got his bomb as well under wraps. Flank's gonna execute him. Long range MP9 for a little more extra money. Paravision pulling back ahead here on Inferno.
I wonder where Rops is at in the clutching. I feel like you don't actually see as many these days. Having a good map, though, overall.
Haven't had a B-Trams stat in a while.
Yeah, that's true.
We give him a break or something? We let him have a map off?
Even the best have an off day.
Tell me about it. We miss you. More quiet approach to Banana this round. Nobody tagged by utility here at the minute mark. Feels like every single round has featured util damage, as it tends to on Inferno. Not yet. Not now in round 18.
Oh, he bit on it.
James jumps the gun.
A bit too wide. That would have been a huge kill to grab. And with that, it's all the brackets can now just get looked at. They know that no one's on Arch holding them with an op. But they've still come towards the 3-player site. Don't get too confident.
Yeah, second CT peek catches them off guard, and then the utility from Coffin should let them know there's another 2 defenders here.
And Rops is really trying to find a rotation. But it's way going into the halls. He can catch alt.
Yeah.
They have to run. Oh, but he makes so much noise. What is this?
Oh, he doesn't see it coming. Oh, no. Zway makes a huge error.
Oh, it must have been a calm.
James going to be walking back in.
Missed.
Man,
no.
Oh man. Bombs afforded a space up short. He's taking a look at the bomb plant. He's going to try to run this down, but 2 players over towards short side means it does get covered.
Ooh, that's painful.
That's a sketchy round, man. Everybody's starting to feel nervous.
Oh, man. Zway just had the perfect play. And so I'm trying to think, how could there be a calm on the other side of the map that's like so certain it's going to be a B hit? But I guess also the rotation back is really late, so...
He takes on.
Playing it too fast. Zello from the bottom. And
Nade's
very long
mark.
time. Okay, he'll get the op.
Get the hell out of there and let Vitality tie this game back up. But now we're in that critical moment.
Yeah, where we start making mistakes.
Yeah, not only are we starting to make mistakes, but the pressure's on because we're getting this back and forth round win, right? There's still money here for Paravision. They will come in. Some limitations, sure.
So the bomb was over here, spotted potentially, and, 20 seconds hits.
I just don't know what it could have been for him to be that confident nobody's out middle.
Yeah.
And not only that there's nobody out mid, but that everybody else was also coming back,
Yeah, I mean, he's just fully confident they're going B. That's the only thing. Moments like that can absolutely make the difference.
Money's on the line. Bank accounts bottomed out. Deep peek by James. Anybody want a challenge? Not this time. He sulks back through the smoke.
A couple missed shots from James, too.
If they lose control of this second map now, there's going to be shades of Mirage again.
Yeah.
Where it feels like just when you can see victory on the map, things start to get shaky for whatever reason.
Lane defense last time was excellent for Paravision. James was obviously a part of that. This time it'll be 3 rifles.
Sway plays counter flash. Belchinok's got the pillar for cover. Ooh, awkward.
You got the headshot.
Nicely done. Flamesy's gonna be turned back around. They disassemble that. Rops hears them falling off of it. And that's a quick move over towards the banana side instead. If they think that they've scrambled one of the B defenders, they haven't. James goes back into a look.
Up.
He'll clip Mezzi. Falls into the oranges, goes back for second. Servings misses his shot. Flamesy survives that somehow. But it's a nice spray from Nota as he loses vision. Pinned in oranges. Support inbound by Belchinok. Low health. Won't be able to find himself a second kill. And so ZywOo with hands busy goes for the fake plant. Challenges Coffins and dies to the 18 health of Belchinok, who survives the frag grenade. And with 15 on that clock, they've got to get the bomb back. Belchinok decides to go wide. He is not going to find himself back into any cover. And the CTs, do they pounce? They try to, and the bomb now planted. Rops has got them cut off, but he needs both. In this 1v2, it's not his for the taking. Zello clutches up him as well with 18 health and impact, just like Belchinok.
Now that's a clutch for Zello, very low HP. One more bullet would have done the job. It had to be a headshot from him. And they'll go and grab the defuse. The only moment here where Vitality really lose control of the situation is ZywOo going for a fake plant. He's just trying to draw out utility from construction, the jump molly and nade, and then was going to go plant in the back of the site. But the smoke was not a coffin smoke, or the coffin smoke got interrupted because there was just such a massive gap back there. So I'm not sure if that was a perspective bias where he couldn't actually tell.
Oof. That's a nasty sequence out of Zello when you watch it back, because Rops even peeking was on his screen, and he didn't let that distract him from trying to kill the player planting instead. It's like a barrel pressed up against your head, and he just has the nerve to ignore it.
Well, he's got an auto shotgun this round.
But that round was everything. Or could be, anyways, because we know the economy hinged on it, and look at the result. Vitality down to just the ZywOo AK Tech-9s for the rest. But if they catch off this banana push, if this entry comes through...
Oh, ran right into that window flash.
Man, they could just flood onto this, and it's a Zello with 8 kills trying to escape. He'll go down to 40 health. A quick exchange of the guns, and Vitality with some early posturing. Don't panic just yet. Plenty of time to play this out.
And using Rops in this spot, I mean, he can just really get a lot of info in the halls if there's going to be a push coming down. He only has a Tech-9, so there is that.
This round was Paravision's chance to stop the back-and-forth nature of these round wins, to get back to consecutive wins.
Vitality are trying to wait long enough that Paravision second-guessed themselves. But for now, they're stone statues.
He's making a look towards Arch. We'll see how deep Rops gets.
Actually, yeah, they let him get all the way on the wrap, then there's a whole new set of issues. And they're making it seem like they really wanted to exact. They're not pushing through just yet.
He decides to ignore that A site. He wants CT into B.
Oh, I mean, Rops now knows that the B players can't rotate out. They're trying to pull something from the CT side, and they are getting nervous. Those audio cues actually helped. Rops is having a player fed towards him.
But then the player doubles back. Rops is going to blindside Yellow. Smoke in front of the site, but Belchinok's deep corner position. He's got to fight. And good on him to get the double while James strikes Rops down as well. They did not have a lot to work with. They secure the post plant. James still fighting. And as he goes back into the peak, he's given a great opportunity over for Mezzi. Zway's slow burn wrapper around from mid. Oh, he's got the climb over.
Oh, the auto shotgun.
Just like that, it's Paravision to win another 1vx.
A massive aim punch. It does not get worse than that. What a solid find here for Paravision. And I mean, it was a great play from Vitality to find a way to get someone to rotate it back around through Con. I mean, Zello's there just for a second watching his flank. But it's still a tight game. It's a lot of damage on a round where they didn't fully invest. But it's good to see Paravision more clutch in the later hours of the map.
It's good to see Belchinok recovering this game as well, because he was all the way down there with Zello, but that has changed. When Zielo's the guy that dies to the Rops Tech 9 flank, you have 2 players left on that B site, and each of them get a double kill.
Damn, Apex has 718 utility damage. Been a while. Hey there. Vitality haven't dropped a map in 36 days. 36 days? It's Groundhog Year. Oh, perfect nades. That's Dota now on CT side getting absolutely pelted. So I want to say most of the time, like, Vitality just never hitting the weaker side. However, James calling the setups, it's usually been perfect. There's 4 here. They don't even have vision on Banana.
How's he do it?
I don't know.
How does he do it, Mohan?
I have no idea.
I wish we could put Jane
like
in a bottle and sell it.
Are they? They're not going to retake lane. They're not going to give him any clues whatsoever.
Last time, the site hold was rock solid. Vitality got absolutely stuffed once they got to the van. So here they go again. This time, James made awkward and a low-health player in the back corner. Flamesy's got the multi-frag. Opper now low as well, but they'll forget about Nota. What's he gonna get from this? He wants more. Sprite's down 2. Oh. Beautiful play from him on 16 health. Pushes Rops into the clutch. It's an easy kill as Nota just kind of gets a shell of himself stuck into the corner. Rops doesn't know where Belchinok's at, and again, highlighting that recovery from Belchinok so far throughout Inferno.
So nervous to plant. It's going to be, you know, potentially 3 clutches here, 1 for Paravision in the second half if he doesn't lock this up. Full commitment is good.
Watching the smoke, replaces it. Ready for the short peek, turns. Oh! Down recovers!
Oh!
No.
Oh my goodness, somehow Rops wins that duel. Didn't think that would be the way he got a clutch win back.
Talk about a fine margin.
And he is a slippery snake sometimes.
I'm still surprised Nota just went and hid in the back box.
I mean, they had 2 players here, so they killed 1.
No, in this one, Belchinok's already smoked off. It's just Nota. Once he gets those 2 kills, it's just him in the site.
Oh, what'd you want him to do? Sorry?
I thought he would fight Rops a little, you know, but he really just hit again.
He switched his gun because it was out of ammo, and then I think he thought he didn't have time. He was on an op back there.
Right, just kind of dive back in behind a box.
And because of all these clutch rounds, instantly Paravision are broke. They, have the op on Jame. Last time they used boosts to make the most of him, but this is the kind of round that calls for a scout, and they have Flamesy who could do that. They just want to make sure that that scouting player doesn't get opt. This could create for an interesting situation if it's Flamesy pushing A first, seeing things. James really wants to just give this side up entirely. He feels he has the read. Oh, and he's correct about it, man. Unless they go back to B. Mezzy's sitting here on Banana. They could change their plan, but, so far...
Yeah, bomb's
okay,
starting to go.
Zai was starting to go, yeah.
Feels like so far they've really just kind of followed through, right? For better or for worse.
Here's where they see everything. Oh, and Jay misses.
Players start trying to scramble. Sick sequence from Flamesy with the triple. That's money made off the MAC-10, but a vacant B bomb site prime for the taking. My God, they've done it.
And Zello, really important save here, actually. He's got James off. That comes over this side of the map. Like $0 on everybody else except for him.
Tied game again.
And this might be the first time they fully avoid a stack.
Critical that Ziello hangs on to this, and now they know where he is.
Yeah, they're going to risk it all, it feels like.
They should be careful, though.
Yeah, they don't have that much money,
right?
But I think they just feel the op. They just want to...
Yeah, but, even with how little they have...
Drop 2 smokes on them.
Paravision have even less. So they'll survive with 2. They'll take those limitations, face them with bravery, and just know that Paravision are in even more dire straits.
They have to... like what's loss bonus looking like for Paravision, they almost certainly have to do one of those half buys, quarter buys here. And yeah, both these guys have had a considerable series overall. I mean, James, I think, at some moments for sure.
Look at
Yeah, they just invested.
Oh, look how disgusting the buy is.
Yeah, that op would have been a huge
Gut-wrenching one here for Paravision. 6-1 lead on their T side in the first half.
They had to survive a pistol again in the second from Vitality. 1 clutches to get them to a great spot, but again, because it's clutches, their money was always low.
4 1vx wins for Paravision alone here on Inferno to get to 11 rounds. 6-1 start, 5 out of the first 8 rounds in the second half as well. So this is just Vitality showing us some tenacity.
They're not going to overthink this.
No reason to. Fapex has got a read on the economy. Free round for the taking, but
they're not going to overthink this.
They would never, right? So
they got the Flamesy up front, Scout. Like, they'll see nothing.
Just being safe about it. They would never lose the bomb.
It pays to be paranoid versus this team for sure. Oh, and Rops instantly gets taken out. That bomb's got to
run. Coverage of the smoke. AK for their efforts. Spooky.
Yeah, this will be a mini-map screenshot if they... I mean, it is 4v4, but they have nothing to pull this off. AK half armor.
It's a Kevlar AK at least.
Oh my goodness.
That's damage on Apex down to 9 HP. I mean, he's playing dangerous games. Puts that flash out. He just wants them to go away. Just leave us alone. Let us take this 12th round. Stop pressuring the retake. ZywOo can lean back into the corner of the site. He's got this Flamesy hold to work with. It's all good. It was always good. It just got scary for a second.
Apex was really looking for that smoke.
And with that...
What a crazy win again for, I mean, the way they won the last map and just holding their nerve, man. Vitality just coming in full force.
Best team in the world.
Yeah.
This is the buy they wanted. This is what they waited for.
No kits.
No kits. That's a shortcoming. It's been good games from Paravision, and it's been good rotations, right? More often than not, in the right position. It's the execution from that point that has started to weaken up as this game went on, and that's a great grenade over top of the B site to deal with Belchanok's health bar.
And again, as the rounds have rolled on, Vitality have been getting a little bit better at avoiding the leans. I think they tried to double nade him, and they tagged him on first oranges.
Oh man, Paravision giving nothing over to Vitality here.
This is also the double-edged sword, right? You don't go for info, then you're at risk of something happen where just, you're flying totally blind, you're far away from everything.
Oh, it's coming though. The rotation back to A. James calling for the reinforcements.
Yeah, this could be the move.
His timings have been good, his holds have been key, but he's not working with that AWP. It's an M4 push from Jame and Flamesy pops him. Pit player spotted. Vitality going for the jugular, and Sway protects his neck. Switches over to the little pit. Nota delivers on the arch side. 4v2 secured. Paravision defending the bomb site with numbers now in front of the smokes, and no recovery here for Rops. It is all Mezzy now. 20 to the clock. They swing into him and secure extended play. Overtime off of James' call to stack the A side.
Yeah, I mean, he barely got that in. They had 3 on B until 50 seconds. Walked over immediately when Vitality decided to go for the exact. There just in time once again, and a great spray transfer from Zwei. And that's the 4th player coming over to the A side. It's just too much. Even when you get the right site, you still have to do it even faster. Saw the stat is Vitality. What, they haven't lost in overtime since, was it Hong Kong or even before that.
I think I remember it being Rivals was the stat.
And they have 36 maps in a row.
Yeah.
So, and the last time Paravision played him, 16-13 on Inferno. Great pickoff for Jame. And another. He's got full control of the A side. Who needs a stack?
Gunning it down. It's just the insurance policy.
What?
Okay, Jame. 3 shots, 3 kills, make it 4. One by one, they trickle into that scope. But the last one left is ZywOo. And he doesn't take any damage from Jame in that recovery. Zway's gonna be burned out. Do the library players swing to help him? ZywOo's got a second, still 76 health to play with.
Yeah.
And that op is right in front of him if he ever wants to switch over. Ready for some kind of a peek. And with Short not being able to be pushed, they're gonna take a second here and throws Yellow over to this side. He gets behind the tall box, looking to cut down Library. ZywOo 3 kills into this. One kill, 1v5, if he can, he always can. The best, the absolute best.
Please, guys, just play normal.
They don't lose overtimes, nor a map in 36 days.
Trust me, but fucking great.
It doesn't matter if it's the op or the AK. ZywOo makes it look like it's his primary weapon. An absolute masterful clutch.
2026 has been a blessing already in terms of highlights. Add that to the pile that is sky high. A phenom. And Paravision have to stomach that and try to bounce right back. 4 shots from Jame, 4 kills from Jame, 1v5 from ZywOo.
The only thing that could have countered him. And you get some clutches like that that are made up of a 2K spray down, an instant mistake. No, he had to work for every single one of those peaks. Isolating 5 fights. And now on 6 in a row as they enter into the B site with an entry.
Spamming through the coffins, pushing Yellow down and aside. 5v3 comfortable for Vitality. If that's not a game-winning moment, what is?
And that's an all-time clip and one for the year. Starting off early right here for ZywOo. Paravision have put up a massive test today. Nearly started with the first round of overtime. And now there's only one thing that they're thinking about. That was the best Jame round that we got in this series, and one of the best Jame rounds that we've got all week at this event, and it was countered by a 1v5.
What a blessing ZywOo is to the world of Counter-Strike. And it's still all seriousness on that Vitality camp, but they know who they'll credit if they pull off this 2-0 now. Wow.
And that's his first 1v5 in CS2. Wow.
It's always
on
a
an
pleasure.
AK.
Jame posted up ahead of the banana commitment. ZywOo rounds the corner, threatens, gets the trade immediately.
He's just got no adrenaline pumping right now. He's still just ready to go. Looking extremely composed. Shot goes into Apex. And this is the kind of lurk play, the push-pull, where you can actually punish Paravision for rotating back to his stack. Belchinok is nervous about this. With the timing, it's perfect for Rops to go in through CT. Belchinok, I don't know how nervous he's going to be about this. They're making some steps, so they can draw attention. Rops has got a perfect flank.
Just going to execute this setup. Belchinok, unfortunately, totally blindsided. Rops even going to try to tiptoe out. No, doesn't want to throw the situation. Sway's going to be found out, exposed, no coverage, and on the brink of a flawless T-side in overtime now. Zielo's going to walk this in, trying to deal with Rops, and ooh, he does catch him on the climb up, so the retake's back on, and, well, Paravision forced to play for this. Frag grenade for the bomb planter could have softened him up, but it goes a little too far, and Flamesy will be all right. You've got Flamesy, and you've got ZywOo in a 2v2 with pit control to just lean back and wait.
Now, that smoke won't last forever, so James coming in, they're going to split this. But the positions being played are great if no one's coming out through halls. Very deep angle, perfect for ZywOo.
I mean, he hasn't missed. He's been locked on. James tries to elicit something backside. They're just going to double swing when they come down to the timing, and it is indeed the 3-0 sweep in OT. It's Paravision in shambles, and you can't even blame them.
No.
How do you stomach that 1v5?
It's impossible to think past that. It's going to be... That was their chance to take the lead back in the game. Get in the first round of overtime. Didn't happen. Now the mental must be destroyed. You don't win a 1v5 without mistakes from the other team. That's just a fact, but... the way ZywOo pressured every single individual duel there. Too hard to figure out, and not missing any opportunity. Every time someone peeked, it was an instant death. Gets into the op, jumps over the car molly, starts to crawl down. They can go for the stack on towards A. This could be the end.
Rops is going to find
He's
back.
flanking the bottom mid with the op already.
Look, he's made it through. Mezzi's going to spam through. That's not even calling on Rops inside of the smoke. They have not missed a moment since. ZywOo shatters Paravision, and so they'll secure it. The win streak keeps on rolling. The match streak keep on rolling. The perfection that is Vitality seems to know no bounds, and it's semi-finals secured as they springboard beyond Paravision.
Overtime forced 12 rounds for each team, but that 12th round was all Paravision were able to get for themselves in Inferno, because overtime was all Vitality, just clean Vitality.
I mean, we got a once-a-year ZywOo highlight. I thought the K Serato 4K USP was going to be the highlight of the tournament. That one upped it for me. That was unbelievable. You saw the prescience from ZywOo in that moment, and then of course the next round we get an A+ lurk out of Rops. I mean, it's just one signature move right after the other.
That's time and time again, these ZywOo rounds, they just happen, and it's every single game, you know, the way that he just turns things around, and by playing with such Wrecking Force, you know, it's absolutely incredible. On the bright side of Paravision, I think they managed to you know, push Vitality into uncomfortable, and I think that they look great throughout the match despite, you know, losing some dire situations, but Vitality deserves to go to the semifinals.
Yeah, we were talking about maybe Vitality pushed uncomfortable territory as well. We can just hear how uncomfortable they were in those moments. Mezzi joining us, congratulations, first of all, of course. A crazy series for you guys. You were pushed to the limits in Inferno. My goodness, having to get a ZywOo ace coming out in the overtime too.
Yeah, I mean, it's a normal ZywOo clutch, I guess. I don't know. I had a feeling as soon as he got the first kill and then he dropped the smoke, I was like, okay, it feels like I've seen this a few times before, especially in practice. He does it all the time. So, yeah, but I mean, they're an annoying team to play against, especially on this map. I think as well at the start, we tried to play a bit more on our game plan and on the ante a little bit, and especially on our siege side, and it didn't really work out. And then we just said to ourselves, like, fuck this, let's just play our own game, do what we usually do, and then that's when we started to get some rounds back at least.
What does it feel like when you're half the time in that one, maybe even more than half the time, you're walking into a bomb site with 3 or even 4 people? Do you actually think they're making really hard reads against you guys, or is it gambles?
I would say gambles. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. I think it's, at times we definitely were a bit slow on the map control and trying to take space, which forced us into these decisions, which usually I think Apex is really good at, like, kind of reading the opponent, and it kind of forced into a decision where he had to make a call pretty quickly and we couldn't really move around too much. But I think overall it felt like there was a lot of gambles. I think it's kind of how they usually play anyway. I'm not sure it was based on on the ante or or they could read us. But yeah, I think it's pretty annoying to play against when you kill 3 guys on A site, you go to plant and there's another guy sat at the back of the bomb site as well.
How do you rate the team's form as of right now? With also, you just had a break coming into the tournament, and now you had a really close game against Paravision and also against Mongols, you had a close overpass at least. So do you feel like you're still as good as before the break, or are you like somewhat similar? And now you're in the semifinal. How do you reckon your chances?
Actually, I think we're probably playing some better CS. I think maybe some of the games are a little bit closer. I think it's always going to happen in CS, especially on maybe some teams that they're obviously always chasing us and they're trying to find ways to beat us, so they're going to have some answers and it's going to make games a lot closer. I don't ever expect us to just stomp everyone. But then again, I think it does feel like CS-wise, we're playing some strong CS, even better than maybe before the break. I think the way we're communicating, the way we're game planning as well is always strong with the coaches as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty confident with how we're playing. We usually always get better with each game as the tournament goes on. So I'm happy with where we're at, even though there are some close games, but it's what we expect. We expect to have a fight against a lot of these teams that want to take the throne as well. But yeah.
We really want to show you this Saiwu round just because it's, you know, we know that it's very unique, but again, it happens all the time. Could you just like take us through what you're in your own mind, like what's happening here? Because James does find a 4K, then Saiwu just turns it around.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we kind of knew Zoe was alone anyway, and I think, and I said to him, he has a molly. I mean, I don't need to tell Zoe what he's got. I think he already knows exactly what he has. But I think as soon as we knew Zoe was alone and he had this molly, I was really confident. Like, I see so much. Like he when he's in this state of just like he's full of his clutches, but he just knows exactly where the people, like you see, if he gets these 2 kills long, he's just so confident the guy's coming from short. I mean, I think maybe he whiffs a little bit the guy short on him out on the last kill, but I mean, it happens so much at this point. I'm not even that too surprised that he kind of wins these type of rounds.
Watching it in the green room, I think we already had like it's more like hold on, it was like 1v3. Yeah. Like you could sense, you know, I've tried as well being in the team with him that, you know, you can sense that something's about to happen, right? What stands out to me in this clutch is obviously the smoke that is deployed on, like, close to the truck. Then he finds the angle of isolating the guy coming out of library. And then when he gets those 2 kills, he's 110% sure where the last guy is. Like, you know, he just turns around, pre-aims exactly where he's going to be, right? You're just going to watch it one more time, bringing it back to, you know, so you can see how incredible it is. But, I mean, that's just this isolation of a duel and then knowing exactly what to do, that's incredible.
I think the way the smoke as well is so important. I think a lot of players in this clutch will probably just default to just smoking mini pit, get the plant, and then they try and find what they're going to do after. But I think with Zoe, he kind of knows instantly what he's going to do in the clutch. He smokes shorts and then he, like you say, isolates the duels, and that's what he does so well. And I think people maybe get a bit scared in those clutches against him. Yeah,
you say like you're not surprised Zywoo can clutch, right? I mean, no one really is. But surely there is still a part of you though that afterwards you're still like, holy shit, he actually did it.
Yeah. I don't know. At this point,
there's actually none? There's actually none of that?
No, I mean, it's insane what he does, but at the same time, just like, yeah, it's... I mean, I wish
another Monday.
I wish we could all play like this. I think we always say like you can't really control like the aim and mechanics side of the game. Like sometimes you have an off day, but I think players like him just seem like they can control this side of the game. They just him, Donk. I mean, even Flamesy this year, they just switch it on and just be like, it doesn't really matter who they play against when they need to perform in these clutches, for example. It's yeah.
I actually have a question regarding him because I saw. Oh, I'm stepping on my cord here. Hold on.
He's gonna sort himself out.
It's fine. It's fine. You know. I'm like. Anyway, going back to your tweet from yesterday, you said that, you know, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but you did put out a tweet saying that, oh, it's nice seeing the boys just pop out. You had a bit of relaxing in the bathtub. How, being in a position where you have so good players that can step up and also being a really good anchor yourself, how is it to have players in your team that you can just sometimes feel like you can just relax and just like take a chill and just watch them play it out?
It's a bit annoying, to be honest. I mean, I want some action as well. I think I said to the guys, it's some of the games weren't so fun, but I think it's, yeah, like, I mean, it's also nice when you've got, like, I mean, usually we have Rops and Zoe always going to pop off, but then, yeah, at the start of this year, I think Flames has been, like, incredible. I think, especially the impact that he has in the team, being the entry fragger, like, so many attempts and he's so successful, and you just have so much confidence, especially for me, because I'm usually behind him, like, just trying to have him to trade, and it's pretty much the easiest job because, I mean, he's either getting the entry or he just, like, does so much damage that, okay, it's an easy kill for me. So, yeah, it's insane just to be able to have this confidence in all our players. And, yeah, I mean, I would like some fun at some point. I think we had a joke yesterday. I think Rops was saying it's not very funny team when you have. I mean, because of course Flames is playing so well. Like it's not so fun when you have Zayu and Donk in the same team. It's like we're just sitting here, just chilling in the team, and it is what it is.
Oh, look, you'll have the fun. You know, there's your chances. You guys still alive and well in Blast Open, making it to semifinals. I asked you a couple days ago, right? This is the last question before we let you go. I asked you a couple days ago, what team in your eyes was closest to taking down you as Vitality, right? Now you've gone up against Parivision. You've been forced to overtime. Do you have a stronger answer? Would you say it is Parivision?
I'm not sure. It feels like a lot of the teams are at a similar level at the moment. I mean, Na'Vi have, of course, won the last one, and they've seemed like they have a lot of confidence going in, saying they can win this tournament and so on. But I mean, as they also said once they won it, Vitality also weren't at that last tournament. I think maybe they're getting a bit overconfident after that, but I think Na'Vi are playing some good TS, but we'll see when we play them. I think, of course, it was a closer game when we played them at Budapest, but yeah, I think the level we're at, if we keep playing it like this and keep evolving our game, then I don't think there's many teams that can keep up with it. But like I said before, CS can change so quickly, but I think at the moment, you've got Na'Vi. I think Spirit can show up sometimes, but it's a bit...
Sometimes.
That's what we've been saying on the past.
But
it's also a matchup thing. I think teams like Falcons as well, we've also struggled against in the past, and it can be one of those things where just in matchups, it can be tough, but I think against a lot of teams, we're confident going up against them.
All right, well, I look forward to when either you and Na'Vi or you and Falcons again cross paths. It's going to be a lot of fun. But Mezzy, thank you for joining us. Congratulations again. We'll get to see you again in Rotterdam as you go back and join your team there on Vitality and celebrate the fact that they get to bypass that quarterfinals in Rotterdam. They go straight on into semi-finals, and they're going to get a whole day in Rotterdam, a couple days between now and then, to just enjoy, soak up the vibes of CS, and really look back at how they got in a position of almost losing that, 14 map win streak going for themselves. They almost lost at Maui.
It was close. I mean, Paravision had them on the ropes there for a while. It took some pretty heroic antics from their individuals. I mean, I would say the semifinals berth, though, is completely deserved. Vitality look as dominant as ever, even though, yeah, they still have their map streak. I mean, the series streak is excellent for them right now.
Yeah.
I mean, really, Mezzy was almost trying to find a team that he was saying.
It's also like hard. I feel a little bad putting him on the spot like that, because I don't want him to come across as like an arrogant sort of player, which he isn't by any means. But at the same time,
he could be more arrogant.
I was just saying, at the same time, I'm like, you're in a commanding position.
Yeah.
I would believe everything you said and be like, there's no one close to us. You're more than entitled to say that with that sort of streak you have on the line at the moment.
I'm glad he said Na'Vi, though. They're my number.
They are your number one, aren't they?
Would have been cool if you said Paravision, right? Hey, they actually put them on the road, right? But it's fine.
It was close.
It was close. I think it was a good. Honestly, I asked for like the 70% of Paravision. I feel like I got more. I got maybe like 85, I'd say. I think they played.
The calls
really
were so good too.
They were, despite some of the gambles on the side of. Yeah, it was a little bit lucky at times, maybe, but yeah, overall, I think that Paravision can be proud of what they pulled off here.
100%. They get to go into the quarterfinals for themselves, feel strong in being able to bring it and this sort of firepower to Vitality. We're going to look at exactly how our Group B is shaping up, because whilst all of the dust has settled over in Group A, for us, there is still one more slot to be decided. We do know that now Vitality are going in as, I guess, top of Group B, then it's Paravision just under them, but there is still to be decided between Mongols and Spirit as to who will be making playoffs.
Great game we've got before us. One that you've got arguably one of the best riflers, well, best player in the world on the side of Spirit. But on the Mongol side, feels like every time I watch them, something's getting a little bit better. I thought the beginning of the year was a little bit rocky with Cobrazera, but it's coming together step by step, even without a coach behind him.
It's a little bit, to me, best of the rest of the tournament as we have right now. I think that you have seen Na'Vi and Paravision Vitality clearly being the one standing out. Where I feel like Spirit Mongols has been battling it out to feel out who's actually maybe like the fourth, fifth, maybe even the sixth best team of this tournament. So I think this matchup actually makes sense. Like they have to battle out to see who is the better team to make it to the playoffs, and it's fairly open, I'd say. I think that we've seen glimpses of stuff for both teams throughout this tournament. I wouldn't say there's like a clear favorite. People will probably go say Spirit is the favorite, but that's mainly because of Donk.
We've seen them, though, have days where they're not really showing up as a team, sometimes not individually either. But you guys, you're always on your A game, and you're pretty good at being able to put a couple of predictions out there, most notably over on Nova Shots, right?
Again. Again, right.
Dupree loves the all-in strat. Now, I might say it hasn't paid off looking at how many points we have. How many is that?
No. But
109.
yesterday, the portfolio was way worse than it is today. So
No, that's true. Our portfolio. No, you're right. I take that back.
All
I take that back.
Up
Dupree,
16%.
that is true. But though we do only have 194 blast coins left to actually, predict it with. So I think that yesterday we went with the game. I think you could make sense against to once again gold.
Oh, for sure.
We only have one game left of the group stage, so why wouldn't we?
Yeah, we should. We should all in it.
One slot left. One series left. One more chance to prove you know everything, Dupree.
Spirit is. Well, we have both teams right here, so we can actually see. So Mongols is on the rise.
Yep.
But
Spirit
still not
is
as high as Spirit.
Sort of stagnated. So we could do the cool thing, I wouldn't say the cool, but maybe the boring thing of going 50-50. Then we would actually get something out of.
Really? That's how this works? You can do that?
I think so.
Oh, well, then you're just gaming the system.
50.
Usually on
97, we swap.
Predictions, you gotta be right.
And we confirm. And we confirm. And
Okay. These are secret Nova wallet tactics.
Oh, we're getting.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know you could just put 50-50 on two teams against each other and come out ahead.
Okay, he's ruined.
All right.
I ruined it.
You were pressing the buttons too fast. The ADHD kicked in a little too early there.
I was too eager. I crashed jabbed.
Dupree, you can't do this.
Well, look, you've done well, though, to raise our portfolio. And who did you actually end up putting it on? Spirit?
I think we ended up going Spirit first.
Okay, so at least you got in on the favorites.
We have 97 blast coins sitting on Spirit, right?
Okay.
So we got. Okay, well, let's not do that. Never mind.
What?
No, let's just cheer for Spirit now so we can get some more points.
Oh, yeah, we're allowed to be a little bit biased.
Just bias the whole thing off of the Nova shots.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
More than welcome to. I mean, a lot of people out there have faith that, Donk is going to be able to pull through, that we're going to be seeing a different Spirit than what we have so far in the group stage. They're going to have to show up if they do want to take that last slot, but they got a little bit of time between now and their series. We're going to head to a break. On the other side, we talk about all the nitty-gritty of both teams.
A full year as a esports player, especially Counter-Strike player, it is a lot of work, it is a lot of spending time with your team.
As a pro player, you need to sacrifice. It's not just going to tournament, having some fun, see a city, go around being a tourist.
It's pretty hard with all the travel and the boot camps and practice from home and all of that. But yeah, that's how it looks.
Travel days, it's always so tough. We are traveling like all together, like 5 players, coach, manager.
I mean, usually the year starts with a boot camp before the first tournaments.
In Navi, we are boot camping quite a lot. We tend to have a boot camp at the start of the season, at the end of the season, before the major. And sometimes we might even have a boot camp in the middle.
You have now grinded practice at home for 2 weeks with maybe 2 days off. Then you go into a tournament and you get met by extreme happy emotions or extreme sad emotions.
The best part of all of this is definitely competition.
When you're making deep runs, especially if you're winning a tournament, you get the benefits of the hard work you put in. When you're losing constantly, even if you might go home a couple days earlier, you're thinking of what would have happened if we beat this team or win the tournament.
As a pro player, you need to fight to stay mentally strong. You have to fix mistakes, you have to adjust, you have to prepare for the next day. You go into the game and then you repeat.
This year was pretty hard for us, I would say, because we had a boot camp, tournament, just a few days off, then another tournament, then again just 3 or 4 days off.
Getting energy again is one of the most important things for me. I've done this for 25 years now. I have my family close, I have my wife close, and those are the people I see the most, but not a lot.
You're traveling a lot of countries, sometimes even back to back, without returning home. I'm used to it, I guess.
I think one of the most important things as a team is the team dynamic. We are 5 people on the server, and if one person is missing outside the game, automatically feels very less.
In Navi, we try to have the balance and not spending time 24/7 with each other. But I'm close with Ima, for example, I'm close with Makaze. We might spend more time with each other. Overall, you're still gonna be in the practice room with all of your teammates for countless of hours a day.
When we, let's say, go out for a dinner or we go for a team walk, we always try to be together, like the whole team.
Everybody has to commit to the same amount, sacrifice the same things, and only then you can reach the trophies.
What makes the whole year worth it is the majors. I always have the best feeling of my life when my parents were watching me and my best friends were watching me. So I just think that's the peak of the tournament calendar.
Everyone is looking for winning, and this is what makes competition like being real.
I'm here for one reason. I'm here to win everything I can, and the day I stop, I have time for everything else in my life.
We're into our final series of our very last day of group